cute. That's okay. It's all good. Everything happens for a reason.
That's right.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This is Alive with Sunny Johnston. Sunny and I met and interacted for the very first time. I believe it was back in 2007, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a few minutes.
I know. And she is all about invoking the angels and really just stepping into who you are as an integral human being here on this planet to raise the elevation. So her mission is right in line with what I like to promote, and that's what I'm all about. So I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you, Sunny.
Thanks for having me, my friend. Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Fill in the blanks where I left off.
A little bit about myself. I'm a psychic medium and a spiritual business mentor. And I love to help people help themselves, basically. I like to help people get to a place where they are in joy and gratitude and appreciation of their daily life. And the way that started for me was connecting with the angels and opening up to sights unseen by a lot of people. And from there, I expanded into recognizing that we're all these spiritual beings having these human experiences. And if we could tap in and tune in to the support around us, that we could really excel and get out of all this stuff that we get stuck in this 3D world. So doing that through classes and workshops and online communities. And then over the last 10 years or so, I've done a lot more work mentoring people that are doing the same work that I did. So, creating spiritual-based businesses, heart-based, integral businesses, where integrity and that heart connection are first and foremost. So that's the Cliff Notes version.
Of course. Awesome. That's fantastic. Like I said, it's right in line with everything that I'm attracted to. So it was no mistake that I was instantly had a rapport with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Way back when. That's right.
Way back when. Okay. So here's where we switch from Sunny, the business owner, to Sunny, the person. Not that they're going to be that different, you guys.
Yeah. With me, it's kind of all the same. So there's not a line.
That's okay. That's good. It's just getting to know Sunny a little bit better. Hopefully you've never been asked some of these questions.
Okay. I love it.
All right. So first question, how would your friends describe you?
They would describe me as outgoing, fun, playful, probably a bit on the rebellious side, caring, compassionate, and probably a little spunky. And they would also say my team calls me fire pants. And the reason they call me that is because I'm always going, doing something, and I always have a million ideas, and they sometimes are not interested in all the ideas that I have. They're like, slow down, fire pants.
Love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So when I interacted with some European friends, I guess within the last year, I described myself as spunky, and they were like, what is that supposed to, what do you Americans think that means? And so I had to explain that it means bubbly and fun and silly and like I'll push the boundaries of people's comfort zone sometimes, right?
Yep, for sure. That's all me.
Right. So it's not. So I just wanted to make that clear to our European audience.
That's right. I didn't know that it meant something different. So, but Fanny here means something in Europe, and there's all kinds of terms. You're like, oh, that's not what I was meaning.
Yeah, that's not what we call it. So just to clarify, we love that word here. It's a fun word. All right. What book changed your life? If you could go way back.
Okay, and I will, and for sure, I talk about it all the time. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I found the book. It literally fell off the shelf, literally, when I was 19 years old, after I just had my first child. And I read it once, and I kind of read it kind of. And I was like, these are good ideas, blah, blah, blah. But like, really, that's going to make a difference. And then my life got way worse in the next 6 months. And then I read it again, and I read it, and I did the work, because it was it incorporated workbook type of things at that time. And it is why I do so much of the work that I do now.
Love it.
Thank
Love
God it came at that age, because man, it would have been a harder road had I waited another 10 years.
For sure, for sure. That is the first book I read was it's escaping me. John Redfield.
Celestine Prophecy.
Thank you, John. Yes. Celestine Prophecy.
Yep.
And that made me go, I'm not sure this is fiction.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And at that time, that's what you had to do to be able to put something out, is say it was fiction when it really isn't, just so that people would accept it.
Exactly. But I loved it. I loved how it encompassed that energy exchange and how we do affect everything around us in how we're showing up.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. But then Louise Hay was, of course, second. And it jumped off the shelf at me too. It kind of like literally came flying at me. I was like, whoa.
She must have put little fans in her books or something. They were just flying around, hitting all of us. That's how we all were affected by that book.
Right. Our angels just know when we're ready, right?
Got it, sister.
Okay. So what is your secret sauce? And you can interpret that however you like.
I would say that my secret sauce is probably authenticity, sometimes to a point that maybe I share too much, mixed with some compassion for myself and others. Didn't used to be for myself, but now I've learned that piece too. Expression, speaking about how I'm feeling, what is happening, and not just keeping it kind of hidden. And I think vulnerability. I mean, I think that comes in with authenticity, but I think vulnerability is a deeper level. And I feel like I'm very open to vulnerability, because it's what changes. It's what causes change. And I believe we're always changing. And if we're not changing, then we're stuck, and we think we're stuck. And the only reason we're stuck is because we're not moving. So I would say that kind of is what has allowed me to attract the clients and the students that I've been able to attract, to support them, because I attract the people that struggle with the same things I've struggled with. And I think that, we're all a work in progress, and a lot of people will look up to me and think I have all the answers, and I for sure don't, because I've still got my own shit to deal with. A day, 37 years into studying all of this, I don't think we're ever done. And so I would say that if I was going to mix up a secret sauce, that would be it. But I have to have a side note, and that is that the great secret sauce, you can only find it in Utah, and it's called fry sauce. And not very many places, people don't know about it unless you're from Utah. I'm from Utah. And fry sauce is mayonnaise and ketchup and a little teeny bit of mustard and or buttermilk. And it is fantastic on French fries. So that's another secret sauce, just depending on which version you're looking for.
That's the fun one. Well, they're all fun, but that one's a little bit lighter. Well, not necessarily. What is your favorite movie or TV show right now?
I am not a movie or television person. So I couldn't even say anything that's right now, because I don't know anything that's right now. So what, I'm just going to say my favorite movie is Grease, still to this day. I'm stuck in the 70s, and that's my favorite. Like, there's been a lot of great movies, but I am not, I don't sit still well. So movies and TV don't work very well for me. But you know, like my husband and I were just talking about like Forrest Gump, like that movie was such a great movie. So I think I'm stuck in the old school. I couldn't even name anything that's even out like recent. I wouldn't even know.
That's okay. That's okay. That was a great answer. Your next planned vacation.
Planned. Well, I'm going to turn 50 next week. And so I had planned a lot of other things, but because life is a little bit different right now, I'm planning on going in my RV, but I don't have a plan as to where I'm going. So I'm leaving Thursday and I'm coming back Monday. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, but we're going to do something fun. So, and then my big planned vacation is I'm taking a group to Cancun in September.
Okay. I think those both count. Those both count.
That's a real planned one. The other one's kind of planned.
That's okay. You know, sometimes spontaneous plans are what end up being the best because
Yes,
you just
for sure.
go where you're guided.
Right. That's right.
All right. 2 more questions. What was your official first tax paying job? Did I ask that right?
First, so I started working when I was 9, and my dad had a fast food restaurant named after me. It was called Sonny's, the ultimate shake, because we served French fries and hot dogs and all that stuff. But then we had like 110 different flavors of malts and shakes. I started working when I was 9, and I started getting paychecks when I was 12. And I did that for, and then I ran the businesses until I was 16. So that was my tax paying job. I started young.
I was going to say child labor. Love it.
Well, I don't think they had those labor laws back then because it was a while ago.
Yeah, same. Yep. I was working way before I got my paycheck too.
Yep.
Okay. What excites you most? That's our last question.
Oh, what excites me most? Goodness, I'm pretty excitable. Human connection excites me. Creativity excites me. Lots of ideas excite me. But I think I would say if I'm picking most, I think that what I can learn and experience when I'm traveling in connection to humanity and the ways that we are and what we see, what we experience, and how we experience people in all different cultures, that probably excites me the most.
Yes, that's probably the main reason why I love what's happening right now, because it's really kind of forcing us to come together as a whole world.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Instead of being our separate countries.
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that wraps it up for us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that, my friend?
If you want to get a hold of me, you can go to my website, sunnydawnjohnston.com. If you are looking for business mentoring, then you would go to myspiritualbiz.com. That's it.
Perfect. Awesome. Yay. And I'll of course put those links down below. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, social media.
Thanks, guys.